All right, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah, Yahweh Shema Alatha Hashem Yahushai. My name is Officer 50 Darash from the I.S.U.P.K. Started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. And tonight, we're going to be doing another Lashawan Qadash class. The topic for tonight, what we're going to be covering in this class is we're going to be going over numbers. We're going to be going over numbers from 1 to 10. Actually, we're going to include a few more than that. All right, we'll get to that in a minute. And we're going to be going over basic words, just everyday basic words you would use using, the Lashawan Qadash language. So we're going to get right into that. One sec. So we'll start with, let's get familiar with some numbers. I'll start with that. Well, actually, first, like as usual, we are going to go over the whole Lashawan Qadash, as usual. All right. All right. So back over these again. Would you like to give it a shot?
Ba, ga, la, ha, za.
No.
Wa,
No. This is the lath. The lath makes the DA sound.
ya, za,
No, this is hada. Makes the ha sound.
wa,
Yeah.
za,
Yeah.
ka,
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I,
No. That one's I. But yeah, I see why. This is a tana, so ta.
za.
No, we did za.
Oh,
But look at this character. Remember this? You always see this everywhere.
ya,
Yeah. This is your yad. Makes the ya sound.
I can't remember that one.
This is ka, not the ka, but the ka, ka. This one? You said it earlier. What does that look like?
La.
Yeah. What does this look like?
What?
We did that.
I forgot.
This is mayam. So ma.
Looks like the W to me.
This is, well, yeah, but it's like an M. So like the M is like two humps, right? So 1, 2, right? And the na, which is napash, which is next, that's just 1 at the top. No, but this part here is like,
Mm-hmm.
So mayam and napash is next. Na, ma, and na.
Sa.
Oh, that's good.
I. Ra. Ka.
No.
I can't remember.
This is pa. P-A. This one?
Sa.
No. This is the first pronunciation of the two captains that do cross the line right here.
Ka.
No, they don't. The name was in. Oh, you're right. No, but I was wrong. The first one of them starts with this. The other one ends with this.
Taza.
Yeah, there you go. It's the full pronunciation is. We'll learn that another day, but the full pronunciation would be like alap, bayat, gamal, dalat, hada, and they all have their own pronunciation. So this would be tazayad. The way the sound it makes is what you've been doing. This one?
Ra.
No.
I think she's. Sorry, one
All
second.
right. Next one is qua. All right, so here we got the Lashawan Qadash. We have it from alap to ta. All right. We got a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, ka, ra, sha, tha. All right. So now we're gonna go over the Assyrian as well. Hold on 1 second. All right, so we're going to do the same thing, but in Assyrian. Oh, Salaki, one sec. All right, so let's do the Assyrian now. So it's the same pronunciations, but this will give you guys the knowledge of what it looks like, all right? Right, so here we have what your Assyrian characters look like. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put them the pronunciations. All right. So with these, again, this is your Assyrian, and with these, we always have to remember there is 5 characters that don't look the same if you use them at the end of a word. So it's this one, this one, this one, and these. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. Yeah, it should be all right. So those 5 right there that I underlined, the ones that are underneath, if these fall at the end of a word, then they would be typed out like that or printed like that. All right, this is Syrian. It's a bit different than Lashawan Qadash or the real Hebrew. All right. All right, so now we're going to get into our lesson today. For today, one sec. Let's go back here. All right, let's do some numbers now. So we're going to do 1 to 10, and then we're going to show you guys how to do, for example, when after you get to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, etc. up to 100. We're going to go over that as well. All right, so let's start with 1. We'll do 1 to 5 right now. Move this for now. All right, so for the first one, number 1, this is how you would say 1 in Hebrew. All right. Akkad. 1 sec. All right, Akkad. And let's do it in the So that's what that looks like right there. Akkad, that's number 1. All right. It means 1. You hear this, for example, in famous verse Deuteronomy 6:4, the Shema Yasharala, Alahai Nawa, etc. The Shema Yasharala. The Lord our God is one. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. All right, that's Akkad. And then we have it in the Lashawan Qadash and the Assyrian. Let me just do something here. All right. So let's go to 2. The number 2 is Shanya. Shanya means 2. All right, Shanya means 2. All right. Let's go to number 3. 3, the word 3 in Lashawan Qadash is shalash. Shalash. All right, shalash. 1 second, Salaki. All right, next. The number 4 is Arabai. All right, and then 5. So we got Arabai. So far we have Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, and now number 5 is 5 is Kamash. All right, Kamash. All right, so there we have 1 to 5. So again, here's your pronunciation. Here's what it looks like in the Lashawan Qadash, and then here's what it looks like in Assyrian. And we got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pronunciation is Akkad for number 1, spelled Alap, Kama, and Dalat. Number 2 is Shanya, spelled Shan, 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 Napash, and Yad. Number 3 is pronounced Shalash. It's spelled Shan, Lamad, and Shan. All right. Number 4 is pronounced Arabai. It's spelled out Alap, Ra'ash, Bayat, and Ayan. And then number 5 is Kamash, and that is spelled out Kama, Mayam, and Shan. All right, so let's do 6 to 10. 1 second. All right, so we're going to do numbers from 6 to 10. All right. So 6 is pronounced shasha. All right, so that's 6. I'm going to write them all out and then we'll break it down. Let me rewrite that 1 second. Right. Oh, yeah, so let me do 2 more. Next we have is 9. All right. So there we have 6 to 10. Second. Okay, so let's break this down. This is numbers from 6 to 10. For 6, the pronunciation is sha. That's spelled out shan and shan. All right. Number 7 is shabai. All right, shabai, and that is spelled out shan, bayat, and ayan. Number 8 is pronounced shema wana. All right, and it's spelled out shan, mayam, wawa, napash, and hada. Number 9 is thashai, and that's tha, shan, and ayan. Number 10 is aishara, and that is spelled out ayan, shan, and ra'ash. All right, so that's your numbers from 6 to 10. All right, shasha, shabai, shamawana, thashai, and aishara. And here we have on your right the Assyrian. Same thing. Shan, 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 bayat, ayan, shan, mayam, wawa, napash, hada, tha, shan, ayan, shan, and ra'ash. All right, same thing. So that's numbers from 1 to 10. All right, so let's erase this and let's get into some basic words. All right, 1 second. Lock you. All right, so those are your numbers from 1 to 10. We're going to do some basic words now. All right. All right. So let's start with a simple word, shalom. All right, you're gonna hear that outside of the I.S.U.P.K too. You're gonna hear it in the world. Fake Jews use it. I hear fake Jews use it all the time. They say shalom. We say shalom. That's how it's properly pronounced. It's a common word. Once you get into this school, you're gonna hear brothers and sisters say it often to each other. So let's break it down. Shalom, spelled so shalom. That's how you spell that word there. Let's get it in the Assyrian as well. All right. And what does it mean? It means peace. There's also a greeting. All right. So shalom means peace, and our forefathers and our ancestors, you would use the word peace as a greeting. You know, you could say hello. That's how you say hello, and that's how you say bye. Goodbye, hello, peace. You know what I'm saying? That's what shalom means. All right. It's not pronounced shalom or shalom. All right, let's get the next word. All right, let's get the next word. Let's get the word. Let's do ak and akwath. So brother and sister. All right, so brother and sister. You're gonna hear the word ak and akwathian or akwath or akim a lot. All right, so we're gonna break that down. So brother is ak. All right, that's ak. It means brother. And then we have sister. All right, so we got in the Lashawan Qadash and in the Assyrian. So you got brother and sister, Ak and Akwath. Now, suppose you want to make it plural, and this is what you do. You add that yum at the end to make it plural. And then for Akwath, it's Akwathian. So that's what's gonna change once you make it plural. So lucky 1 sec. All right, Slovakia. So that's brothers and sisters. All right, let's get a couple more words. So let's go over yes and no. Yes and no. All right, so here's yes and no is kan, la. The brother say kan, your sister say kan, and you see your brother say la, and the sister say la. They're saying yes and no. That's how they're communicating their yes and no. Kan and la. Let's do the word please. All right, please is Baba Kasha. All right, Baba Kasha is please. Can you please pass me the scriptures? Can you please get this scripture for me? All right, so let's get that word. Baba Kasha. Please. All right. Spelled Bayat, Kawash, and Shan. And same with the Assyrian. Next, we're going to do you're welcome. You're welcome is Ayandabar. Ayandabar. All right, you're welcome. Pronounced Ayandabar. Spelled Alap, Hada, Napash, Dalath, Bayat, and Ra'ash. All right. Next, we're going to do out of one. You're going to hear that a lot in the school. Adawan means Lord or Master. All right, or Sir. All right, so that you're gonna hear that everybody has a higher up in the school, except for Commanding General Yahanna. So everybody but Commanding General Yahanna says Adawan, unless of course he's talking about his higher up, which would be Christ. There it is there. This is the word for Lord, Master, or Sir. It's someone who is above you, all right? Or a wife would call their husband Adawan, and that means Lord, Master, Sir, all right? And that's all over the scripture. Abraham's wife called him Lord, and Paul says in Ephesians 5, you know, even as Abraham called, or could be wrong, could be in Peter, even as Sarah called Abraham Lord, so ought the wives today to do with their husband. All right, so that's the word for Lord. I'm going to get that in the scripture right quick. 1 second. Let me grab my Bible. Actually, I'll put it up on my phone. So where Abraham's wife called him Lord, let's get that in the New Testament first. Yeah, I was right. 1 Peter 3 and 6 is where the verse is. 1 Peter 3 and 6 says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. So it wasn't just an old custom or, old way of respect. It's even applied today. It's even in the New Testament. Peter said it, he quoted it, and he said, applying it to the manner of women today, because it says, for after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. So that's right. That's it right there. Sarah called Abraham Lord, so we do see that all over the Bible. Next, let's do the word bless. So like here. All right, there's the word Barak. Means bless, spelled by Yat, Ra'ash, and Kap. All right, Barak in Assyrian, same thing. So I can. And last, we're gonna do. Let's do the word earth. The word earth. All right, there's the word earth, Arataza. Let's try to pull that up in the scriptures. We can just go right to John 1:1. I want to show you guys in the Blue Letter Bible what this word looks like. It looks like Blue Letter Bible updated. All right, so take a look there. Hold on. Let's get it to focus. All right, Eretz is what they say. This is the Yiddish they're pronouncing. We don't use Yiddish. All right, Eretz, Strong's H7, 7, and 6. You see those Assyrian characters right there. You've got the Alap, Ra'ash, and the Tazayad. All right. Now, if you take out those vowel pointings and the Kud vowel pointings, there would be no E sound. All right. There would be no T sound. All right. At the end, it'd be Arataza. Because the Taza doesn't make an S sound, it makes a Za, Tazayad sound. But they got it saying something completely different.
H776. Eretz.
All right. But it's Arataza when the Lashawan Qadash. All right. Even in Assyrian, even in the oldest manuscripts we have of Assyrian, they didn't have vowel pointing like that. So they wouldn't have even pronounced it Eretz. All right. That's something new. Today, they just made that today. Not today, but you understand, it's a recent invention. It's not the language of our forefathers. All right. So, bear with me 1 minute. We're gonna close out the class. All right, that's the end of my lesson. Bear with me 1 minute, though. We're gonna do some prayers before we close out. All right, so we're gonna say the security announcements, and then we're gonna pray out. These are I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The next holy convocation is the Lord's 52nd annual Passover, hosted by Commanding General YAHANNA at the BH Ranch in Houston, Texas. That is April 24th of the year 2020 at sundown. You can speak with your camp leader for more information on that. That's definitely something you don't want to miss. Akim and Akwathian, check the I.S.U.P.K website for any updates, or of course speak with your camp leader. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black: boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarf. We're going to do a couple prayers before we leave. So we're going to start with the Lord's Prayer. All right, you do Sar Wapanya Kadam, which means turn and face the east. All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Lashawan Qadash. Abinawa, Shabbat Shemayam, Qadash, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Bashamayam, Nathan Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalatnawa, Kawabwathnawa, Kasalatnawa, Kawabwath Yenawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'Allah, Wahatha Parah, Lai Walamya, Aman. What we said in English: Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Okay, now we're going to do the prayer for power. Lashawan Qadash, 1 second. All right, this is the prayer for power. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bubakasha, Nathan Lanawa, Haka, Larapa'a, Kal Maka'al, Wakal Madawa, Haka, Latahar, Hamatazariam, Haka, Lahakwayam, Hamathiam, Haka, Al-Rawakwath, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Bashem Yahushai, the water Aman. What we said in English: Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. We're going to do 2 more prayers. All right, we're going to do the blessings prayer. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahushai, wa ma yaka'ala, wa alahayim, matazabia, alawap, Yahanna, ha alawapiam, ha saranyam, ha kwatazanyam, ha kalyayam, wa akwathian, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the water Aman. What we said in English: Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushai, and Michael, and the angels, Commanding General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. We have to do one more special prayer for a particular brother in the school. Let me check his name. Officer Thawad Gabar, his mother. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Yasharala, Wahaba Yasapardim, Barak Rapat Magan Hagan, Officer Thawad Gabar's mother, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Thawad Aman. Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school, bless, heal, shield, and protect. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. All right. So now we salute out. All right, man of Israel. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. Yajim Atah. Man of Israel. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Shamar Al-Thah Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Yajim Atah. Lashawan class dismissed.